But were there any other popular misconceptions or technological misconceptions you came up against while you were working?
So, like, we're seeing space becoming more democratized. As more missions go, they're not going to be the astronaut who was a PhD and ex-military pilot who also has gone through psychological screening. It's going to be a smaller company like, well, we got a bunch of candidates and ran them through, and these are the best, and that's all our budget covers. So let's see how things go. So it will be, it can be all the brilliant, super competent mavericks, but that's not always going to be the case. And I mean, you look at the space tourism flights now, and anyone can go up into space.
Yes, anyone. Anyone. Katy Perry, right? That's the one we often think of. But you mentioned the psychology exams and the rigorous efforts they make to ensure that they're putting people up there that can get along and that can handle being in space in a tiny area together for extended periods of time. We would assume with the amount of money being spent on these missions that it would always have worked. Well, it hasn't always worked. There have been problems with that. There are recorded instances. Okay, they're vague on the reason, but from what I understand, there have been actual situations where individuals could not get along with each other in a spacecraft, and they were forced to end missions early because of this and send one or more of them home.
Chris and I had talked about a book. Was it Life on Mars by Zach Wiener-Smith?
City on Mars, yeah.
Yeah, where he talks about some of the negatives. And one thing he points out is astronauts lie. They lie so that they can get into space. They are always healthy. They have no psychological conflicts with anyone else on the team because they want to go to space. So even historically, the screenings work to a point, but people want to go into space and they're going to do what they want to do. And then they're going to bring a corned beef sandwich and it's going to shred in this spacecraft and cause trouble.
Or Homer Simpson with the potato chips and the ant colony.
Floating around in your spacecraft, yeah.